Hi, this is Kelly, your certified health coach.
And this is Scarlett, your life coach here in the Valley of the Sun, and welcome to Hot in Arizona.
Yes.
109 in the shade, in the evening, what the heck. And if we look a little windblown, what you been up to?
Oh, just riding a boat.
Just riding a boat. No big deal. We was on a boat. We was on a boat in the sunshine. Yeah.
Got some vitamin D today.
Yeah, we did. A lot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be happy tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. I tried really hard to put enough sunscreen on everywhere because I burn so easily. I think I missed one teeny tiny spot on my foot.
Oh, well, you'll be in that. That'll be the spot. But
yeah.
Yep. That'll be your downfall. But we have someone with us.
We do.
We do. We have our biggest fan. We have Pat with us. And the reason that we did this is because it's our anniversary.
Can you believe it?
Happy anniversary.
2 years. Happy anniversary.
I cannot believe it. This is our 4th of July episode, and we started our very first episode on the 4th of July 2 years ago.
We did. Isn't that crazy?
That is amazing.
Crazy.
I find it hard to believe, really.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Really. I just can't believe that I've put up with you that long.
I know, right?
I'm kidding.
I don't know how people have put up with me for very long.
She's the brave one, let me tell you. But for real, I'm really proud of us.
I am too. We've come a long way, actually. We
We
still have
have.
a long way to go, but
No doubt.
we've come a long way.
No doubt. You know, I got this ring many, many years ago, and it says, be true to your dreams. And that is just something that I feel so strongly about, because you only get one time around, as far as we know, or at least what we can remember. Right? I don't remember any past lives. I don't know if I get to go around again. I don't know if people want to put up with me again. But so we only know that this is what we've got.
Right.
And you've got to make the most of it. And I think about this podcast.
Yeah.
And what we've done. You know, just from talking about it at where were we? Panera?
Yeah, Panera.
And
going, do you want to do a podcast?
It's like, you want to do this? It's like, okay. But the thing that I really, I'm going to brag on us, okay? I'm just am. The thing that I admire about us and that I'm so proud of us for doing is just starting.
Yeah.
Because if anybody knows us, they know I can be the queen of procrastination, and you're an introvert.
I am an introvert.
I'm an introvert. I am. For real.
You are
an
extroverted introvert. I am like hugging the wall at the dance kind of introvert.
Yeah. And I like attention, but don't look at me.
Right.
But go ahead, don't.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And we just did it. We said, you know what, we're just going to do it.
And we had to just do it.
We did.
Or what I would have come up with 100 reasons not to do
exactly.
it. So.
But we did it imperfectly. We're still doing it imperfecly.
Right. We don't have a big studio.
We have a mobile studio.
With a big old microphone system, sound system.
No,
yeah,
we got a car and a phone.
Yep. Yep.
And we said, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do it. And we have.
And we did. For 2 years.
Even before that, we had a kind of an idea of what we want to do with our lives. I mean, we both had this job that we love, right? And you still have that job.
I do.
And it's a job you love.
I do.
It is a great job.
Absolutely.
But there was like something missing, and we knew we wanted something more.
Right.
So both of us, again, took that first step.
Yes. I think that's what's great about our friendship, though, is that we encourage each other to do that. And if we're doing it together, then we both seem to have more strength and security.
Right.
you know?
Right.
It's like, I have someone who's going to step out there with me.
Yeah,
so.
and we can bounce ideas off of each other. And because, again, it goes back to that whole, that whole female friendship thing. We really want each other to succeed.
Absolutely.
I mean, I really want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
And your ideas are great.
Yeah, and so are yours.
And they're exciting. And so I'm like really excited to see what happens next, But we took that first step imperfectly. And I think that so many people like hold back.
Yeah.
Because it's not perfect.
Right. Well, I have a friend who decided when he found out we were doing a podcast, he got super excited for us. And he said that we gave him the idea that he wanted to do a podcast.
That's awesome.
Well,
so awesome.
He just barely launched his first episode about a month ago.
Wow.
And
so 2 years?
2 years for him, because he wanted to get the sound system and he wanted to do this and he wanted to do that. And his topic is very controversial, especially amongst the law enforcement community. And so he's a Virgo, so he just kind of like has to have it perfect and think about those things.
Yeah,
So.
Yeah. Have to check all the boxes off.
Exactly.
Got this. But then you think how sad, because he could have already been into this 2 years.
Right. And he has a lot of really good things to say.
Wow.
He wants to bridge that gap, and I really want to see him succeed.
Right. Right. That is, yeah. I mean, I wish him all the luck, but gosh, to kind of wasted 2 years.
Exactly.
And you don't have to do things like on a grandiose scale.
No.
It doesn't have to be. You just have to take that first step.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is.
Exactly.
Whatever it is. For us, it was just hitting that red button.
And when we hit it, we're like, oh, do we really want to?
And then there was no turning back. It's like, you better start talking. Because it's recording everything. So don't shut up. Just keep going.
Yeah. There have been a few times where we've started recording and then we have to stop it because we're laughing too hard or something.
Like, we have done that a few times. Have to compose ourselves. And before even a word is said, we're just like busting up laughing. Yeah, it happens. But again, it hurts, it breaks my heart when I see people, and even for you and I, because we have had some big dreams that we've kind of just, you push to the back burner.
Yeah.
And then you think, I look at it now, and I think, holy cow, there are things that I wanted to do that was only 10 years ago.
Right. Just think of where we would be.
Exactly. What would have happened?
Right.
What would have happened?
But I'm also
I had started then.
But I'm also of the feeling of, if it's right, it's right, and it'll happen no matter what.
Very true. I like that. I like that a lot.
Because a lot of times we think that that's what we want, and then we don't do it, and it's like, are we not doing it for a reason? Is there some reason that we're not quite grasping as to why we're not jumping out there? Or is it just our fear, or is there something nagging us in the back of our
Or is there
mind?
some divine intervention that is saying now is not the time?
It's not the time right now.
Just, not now, grasshopper. Wait.
Right.
Yeah. I do believe that. I do, because I know that there are a lot of things that I wanted to do. And honestly, sure, I could have. And I'd be 10 years into it. But I really don't think I would have been ready.
Right.
Like, mentally.
Right.
To be in that spot now, Like, I wouldn't be ready to be 10 years into it. I think I probably would have given up on it, which would have made it harder to restart. And now I'm in a place where I know this is what I want.
Right.
Kind of like with my business. Yeah, I stepped into it imperfectly, had a lot of fun with it, and now I kind of put it on the back burner a little bit.
Yeah.
It just wasn't bringing me the joy I thought it was going to,
Mm-hmm.
It kind of wore off. The shiny part wore off.
I feel the same way about health coaching. For me, I realized after having one-on-one coaching with a few people that one-on-one coaching is not my thing.
Right.
My thing is, let me bring it to the masses.
Yes.
You know,
you're a teacher.
I'm a teacher, and
you're a teacher.
This one back here is the one who taught me to be a teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. I think both of us.
I think we're natural teachers, both of us.
I think we are, but I think when you have someone like Pat, who encourages you,
well, and knows how to bring it out,
who
in you.
nurtures you, yes, yeah, who shines the light on your talents,
right?
Who and who gives you that no nonsense?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which we both need.
There's like a no bullshit area all around her.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's like this is the no bullshit area. And so you can say what you want. You can lie to yourself. She'll let you for a little minute. You can lie to other people. But she's got that bullshit detector. And she's just like,
both ways.
Okay.
Like if we are gonna do something that she thinks is like, don't do that.
Right.
She'll let us think about it for a second, and then she's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
And then but it's the same way as why are you not stepping out?
Right.
And you know.
Right.
So she's
right.
very.
She does that. I think everybody needs a friend like that.
Absolutely.
You need it. You need someone like that who can, tactfully. She doesn't come out and say, "Look, idiot, come on now." No. She says, "Look, sweet idiot." Yeah. No, she doesn't. She doesn't do that. But
she asks questions.
To have that, to know that you have somebody that has the professionalism, that has the experience, that has this amazing brain that like goes at a mile a minute with these fantastic ideas. It's like,
it's amazing to watch.
It is. So like we were just sitting talking, right? And she's just spewing this out. And it's like you're getting pelted with all these ideas, here, do this and this.
And then she's like, oh,
right.
Wait.
And so my brain is like, and she looks at me and she goes, too much? It's like, well, yeah, all at once. Wait. I gotta absorb a minute. It's like all up here, all jumbled about. But it's just amazing. And it's great to have that. Yeah. So you have, when you do step out imperfectly, you have that confidence. Yeah. Yeah, it's imperfect. What of it?
Right. Right.
What are you going to do about it? What are you going to say?
Well.
You're not doing it.
I want to see you do it.
Right. I think that is so important. And I really, truly, truly hope that if you have a dream, if you have an idea, just start it.
Just do it.
If you have a job, that's cool. That's cool. You can have a job. But start this other as well.
At least look into it and decide if that's what you really want to do.
And listen to signs. Watch for the signs.
And your gut.
And whether you believe in God or not, he kind of slides them in there. Sometimes they're not always obvious. Sometimes you really have to watch.
Yep.
And you have to pay attention. Don't say, oh, that wasn't for me. Because it probably was. Right. So pay attention.
I'm that kind of person. I have to be hit over the head.
Right? Well, thankfully, he put it in my inbox. So, I'm like, oh. And so I took that first imperfect step towards being a nutritional therapist.
Right.
Had no clue what I was going to do with it. But I knew kind of what I wanted.
Right.
And so, yeah, there it was in my inbox. I didn't ask for it. I just, all of a sudden, there it was.
Yeah.
And so I took that first step. And then sometimes you need that accountability person, because after I was all done with that, and I'm just like sitting on my laurels, that one back there. So when you gonna quit your job? Because I was miserable. I was so miserable. She's like, so when you quitting? I was like, psh. What? Yeah. She's like, no, seriously. You got all this schooling here. You got this certification. Why aren't you doing anything with it? And I was like, I don't know. Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
You need that accountability person to just give you those gentle nudges, you know?
Right.
Just do this. This is what you wanted. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Imperfectly. And that is one of the hardest things, because I want it to be perfect.
Right. Right. Do you think that any of those, I mean, all those famous speakers that go out there and, you know, life coaches and famous life coaches and famous speakers, and they get on the TED Talks and everything, do you honestly think that they were perfect right out of the box? They weren't.
No.
They weren't.
And that's what's so great, is that sometimes even after they've been speaking for years and doing things like that, they'll admit, I'm still scared to death to get up on a stage.
Exactly.
I'm still, you know, I still have to do this routine to get through something.
Right.
It's not easy, you know, for me to just get up and talk in front of a bunch of people.
Right.
You're just like, no. But it's true. It's true. So if you are thinking, even if it's something like, I'd really like to learn to crochet, then do it.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Especially if you want to learn to crochet from a loved one, please do it.
Yes.
Please. I wish now that I had spent the time with my mother learning to crochet.
Right.
Seriously. I can learn on YouTube, but I would have liked it from my mom.
Right. Of
so
course.
Don't waste time waiting for things to be perfect.
Right.
Do them. You want to run a marathon? You're going to start with taking that first step.
Yep.
And just do that. And if you walk half a mile and that's all you can do, that's great.
Yep.
That's great. At least you started.
At least you started.
Absolutely. And you don't need great running shoes to do it. Just start.
That's how I did when I decided I was going to do the half marathon. I just literally started walking.
That's awesome.
And I didn't run the whole thing. I didn't run the whole half marathon. I walked part of it.
Yeah.
But I crossed the finish line and I did it.
Yeah.
And I have a medal to prove it.
That is awesome.
So.
That is amazing.
I'll never do another one.
Right. But you can say, I've done this.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
And it didn't take fancy running shoes.
No.
And it didn't take a cool coordinated outfit.
Nope.
No, you just do it.
Right.
You just do it.
And I didn't have to be running for years. And
right.
So.
Absolutely. Is that how you met? What's her name?
Lisa?
Yeah.
No, I actually met her prior to that.
That's
I was in her running class.
She was so cool. Lisa Pizzoni, we interviewed her.
Yep, we did.
2 years ago.
A year ago.
A year ago. Go check that episode out.
She running.
She running, yeah. She's amazing.
She is amazing. And she is one of those people that naturally can motivate. And
she'll tell you, just start. It doesn't have to be big and fancy.
When I went to her running class, I was like, I did not run. I worked out at the gym, but I'm not a runner. Right. And so she's like, oh, you will be. You will be.
Trust me.
Yeah. And her story helped me to start because she was overweight and she was unhealthy.
She was? Really?
Yeah, she was overweight and
she's
unhealthy.
Just a little bitty thing now.
And she just started. Wow. And then she realized she loved it. And then she became an instructor. And then she became a Chi running instructor. And she just has continued to constantly change and progress and become what she is.
That is so amazing. Cool. So cool. Well, I am now. I probably wasn't back then, but I am, ever since we started this podcast, I am a huge proponent of just doing it.
Yeah, just do it.
Just take that first step.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Pat, I really, really, both of us, thank you.
Yes,
because you truly have done so much for us. not just in regards to the podcast, but ever since the moment I met you.
Absolutely.
Which is forever burned into my memory. I just won't ever forget that day, ever. And I just really, really thank you for just always being there.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Rah, 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 you know? Just for loving us imperfectly.
Exactly.
For us being imperfect. But what would you say to somebody who is afraid to take that first step?
Just that, first off, thank you for that. All I did was throw it out there, and you chose to run with it. That's it. Okay? You made that choice. And that's what I say to my students. I give the information, and you choose to take it and run with it. But if somebody wants to try something, as I've said many times, shoot for the ground, you're going to hit it every time. Shoot for the stars, every once in a while you'll hit one.
Yeah.
So you just need to try. And
yeah.
The story I shared earlier about my mom, when she returned back to college after us kids were all in school, and she said, I encouraged her to get her degree, and she said, I'll be 42 by the time I get it. And I asked her, well, how old are you going to be if you don't get it?
Yeah.
So,
and that really puts it in perspective.
Exactly.
Life is going to move on.
It's going to, yeah.
No matter what.
Exactly.
So you might as well live it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You might as well live it.
Yeah. Here I am. I'm going to be 51 in September, and I am thinking to myself, I've never traveled anywhere other than, go to California once in a while or whatever. Mm-hmm. I've never really done anything. So now that my kids are grown, I've told my kids it's my time. Now I'm going to step out, and I'm going to start doing that. Even if I take my trips by myself, I'm going to start doing it.
Yeah, it's important. Life moves quickly.
How do you know everyone says I want to be the most authentic, but how do you know what the authentic you is?
Right.
If you don't push yourself.
That is very true.
Absolutely.
That is very true. Because look at how much we have changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just since we started
and
this
discovered
podcast.
About yourselves.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we really have. We've grown a lot. And if you go back and listen to those sad little first episodes.
We started out as life coach and health coach, and now.
Yeah, now it just really has evolved.
It has evolved. And we are still imperfect because we don't edit.
Right. No, we don't.
And it's
just a free-for-all.
Exactly. I have allergies, so you hear me sneezing and coughing and clearing my throat because I have really bad allergies.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and
that's just who I am.
You just never know what's going to come out our mouths.
Yeah.
And you said you never wanted to do the video.
Right?
Nope, I never wanted to do the video, and here we are videoing.
Now you
and that's, again, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't matter. Just do it. Just step on out and do it.
And don't let somebody else define what the perfect looks like.
I think that is such a great point.
Yeah.
Such a great point.
Yeah.
Don't let somebody else define that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you do you. Because people are going to love you.
Yep.
And you don't have to worry. You shouldn't worry about somebody else.
Exactly.
Gosh, how sad would that be?
Right.
Worrying about other people and what they think.
Right.
No. Again, life is too short.
Absolutely.
Enjoy it. Get out there. Step out. Start yourself a podcast. Start yourself a blog. If you want to, learn something, go back to school. It's never too late.
Nope.
It's never too late.
Nope.
Expand your mind. Expand your horizons. And just do it imperfectly.
Yep. Constantly learning is the important thing. Learning about who you are, learning about the world, learning about anything you want to learn about. Just learn something, and because that's what we take with us when we die. We don't take our possessions. We take what's in our head.
Yep.
And so.
Yep. Yeah. And things are just going to come at you. There's always going to be waves, but you can learn how to surf.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. And your legacy is not just what you do here. It's what you leave behind and what happens after you're gone.
Right.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to thank you for hanging with us.
Yeah.
It was
a fun
great.
Day.
It was a
fun
great day.
It's going to bring us to what's hot in Arizona. Let me tell you, it was hot, but
Yeah.
we cooled down.
Yes.
We did.
We cooled down. I don't know how many degrees we cooled down. It's 108 right now,
It
but
really had to be like 85 or so.
really?
I think
On the water?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It felt really good.
it did feel really good.
Mhm.
Again, a little bit of sun. I'm probably going to, tomorrow be a little, don't touch me. But we went on a boat trip.
Mhm.
We packed our bags and got ready for a 3-hour tour of Canyon Lake on the Dolly Steamboat.
Yep.
Holy cow.
It was so cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay. First off, pro tip, get to the back of the boat if you
Yes.
can.
Yes.
The boat has 2 levels.
Mhm.
It's better to make reservations. I don't even know if they actually do day of
Mhm.
tickets anymore. Get your reservations. They have different times of days to do these tours, and it's about an hour long.
Mhm.
And it has 2 levels on the boat. It's a big paddle wheel boat, so it's got the really cool paddles.
Yeah.
They have 2 decks, and on the top, they had like outside seating in the front, and then it is covered. It's completely covered, and I guess like air condition and fans and whatnot. And then downstairs, it's again completely covered, indoor seating, AC with a little bar, a little snack bar, and you can get drinks. But then there was seating in the back, and it was covered.
Yeah.
The one up on top, the outside seating isn't covered, so you are just baking
Yes.
in the sun.
Yes.
But we were in the back by the paddle,
Uh-huh.
and so it's covered, it's shaded. Now there were times when the boat would turn and the sun's like,
Yeah, that's when you
But-
felt it, but otherwise it was nice.
otherwise it was gorgeous.
Best
Yeah.
of both
Gorgeous.
worlds, outdoor and covered.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was. And of course, I'm a big popcorn fan, so we had to have a big old thing of popcorn. It was like going to the movies, and you're watching this movie go by. Beautiful scenery.
Canyon Lake is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. We didn't get to see a whole lot of wildlife because they supposedly have sheeps, ba-ba-bas. Didn't see any. We got to see an eagle's nest.
Mhm.
Supposedly there's a baby in it. I didn't see the baby. There were a lot of
A
vultures,
lot of vultures.
Yeah.
which egads, a lot of vultures. Totally cool though. Totally cool.
It was cool.
It was cool. The canyon walls,
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
Incredible.
caves. I don't know. Maybe Bigfoot lives there. I'm just saying. Maybe not, but maybe. Really cool caves.
Yep.
There were a lot of people. It's a Saturday. A lot of people on this lake.
Yes.
So much fun to watch.
Yes.
Everybody's waving, and little kids are on their tubes behind the speedboats and
Yep.
pontoon boats, and little puppy dogs out there on the lake on their boats. Oh, it was just a really great day.
It was a good day.
It's
It
a-
was a
Captain
really
Jeff
good
was
day.
great.
Oh,
with his narration.
Captain Jeff was
Yeah.
awesome.
He was.
Now, one thing that is really nice is that they will call people to come down early if you are handicapped, if you are in a wheelchair, have a walker, have any other challenges that you need, they'll let you go down first. So I went down because I am just too unsteady on my feet. And I got to the dock and it's doing this, rocking back and forth. And I'm like, and there's no railing.
Nope.
I'm like, well, I guess I'm not getting on that boat. But a little paddle boarder, bless his heart, he helped me down. And Captain Jeff came and got me the rest of the way, so I didn't fall off into the water. Very nice, very
Yes.
kind, and very accommodating. It's for adults, it's like $25 for an hour. it might have even gone over an hour a little
An
bit.
hour and a half almost,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, because by the time you get back into
Right.
where the dock area is, you're down to a little putt-putt. So
Yeah.
it takes you forever to get back in there. But totally worth it, I think.
Oh, totally.
beautiful.
That was.
I think
it was a
totally
great
worth
day.
it.
We sat and visited
Oh,
and
my
laughed
gosh.
and
Marveled at the Arizona scenery.
and
Yes.
just talked about
scenery
how
was
much we
amazing.
love Arizona.
Yes.
And it
The
was
scenery
just
was
so
amazing.
beautiful.
Arizona never fails
Right.
Yeah.
to just amaze you.
Yeah.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
It really just doesn't disappoint.
No.
And on a hot day like this, that is the perfect place
Yeah.
to go. Now, they have
Yeah.
dinner cruises,
Mhm.
so if that tickles your fancy, head on out there. I can't imagine what it's like at
Ooh,
night.
that would be.
I think that'd be pretty. I mean, you wouldn't be able to see much of but just seeing like little lights on the docks and
Yeah,
stuff,
exactly.
that would be kind of cool. I think it's more of a sunset cruise. And of course here, the sun's not going down for another 2 hours anyway, 3 hours. It's going to be like 8 o'clock, 8:30 before the sun's going down. So you could still see plenty on a
Right.
dinner cruise. Really fun.
It was
Really
a lot of fun.
And it would be like, it'd be a great gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They celebrated
totally.
birthdays. There were a lot of birthdays.
A lot of birthdays.
And
They
a lot of
announced them.
families.
A lot of
Yes,
families.
a lot of families. Little kids.
Little bitty kids.
All the way up to elderly people. It was awesome.
They
Yep.
provide life jackets for the littles.
Yes. All the littles have to wear life jackets.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And the littles loved it.
Oh,
The
They
littles
did.
had so much fun.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was truly amazing. Just a whole lot of fun. I really can't recommend it enough.
Me neither.
Yeah.
It was an
Yeah.
amazing experience.
It really was. It really was. I'm, especially during the summer because it is cooler on the water. You're not stuck inside. You are outside enjoying this fantastic weather, even though it was like when we got there, it was like 114.
Yeah.
It was
It was a
just
smooth
egads.
ride.
Smooth.
It
Yeah, very
was.
smooth.
It was
yeah.
a smooth
It
ride.
was.
Yeah. Yeah, there were sometimes I was a little bit concerned because boats would pass
Oh,
us
yeah.
and the wakes, you're like, surf's up.
Those
But
cigar
no.
boats were going pretty fast.
Yeah,
hard,
they were just,
Yeah.
we just went over and like, okay.
Yeah.
So, a lot of fun. But I can't say enough. I suggest everybody get out there to Canyon Lake and ride the Dolly Steamboat. I don't
Absolutely.
have their address offhand. I'll stick it in our Instagram. You can go check out Instagram for all the fun places that we go.
Uh-huh.
And Pat, I want to thank you so very
thank you,
much.
Pat.
If you're watching this on YouTube, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video because you never know who needs to hear it. You can find me, Heartprints AZ, at Facebook and Instagram.
And you can find me, Kelly, at Healthy Heart and Happy Soul on Instagram.
Everybody have a great week.
Bye.
Love you, Pat.
Happy anniversary.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.